Optical Sight Options for Hunting Handguns. I'm the author of Extreme Muzzleloading, and here we're getting the Super Walker ready to shoot.
This is Hovey Smith, the backyard sportsman, and today we're going to talk about selecting optical sights for hunting handguns. If you're fortunate enough to survive to what the French call a certain age, well, you know what? Very commonly your eyes are not able to accommodate iron sights terribly well anymore. So you're fairly well pressed into going to some sort of optical sighting system. Besides, optical sights do have some advantages. If you are shooting from stable positions, they allow you to get a closer view of your game through magnification if you're using a scope, or place a red dot on it, or even a laser sight. So you can have better visualization of where your shot will hit your target. And that's pretty significant. Now, in front of me are several things, 3 pistols and a rifle. What's a rifle doing here? Well, the rifle is here because we work with sights all at one time. Fact is, guys, that each one of these sights typically uses something different in the way of Allen wrenches or screws or something. Each of these sight bases is unique to the world, apparently. So I have 2 sets of Allen wrenches, star screw sets, well, just to get these things together. I guarantee you, you don't want to mix them all together and then try to match them up. No, you got to keep them all separate. So, immediately, what brought all this up is the Super Walker. Now, to catch people up on the Super Walker, what this is a Walker revolver, and it has a new loading lever on it, so it doesn't fall down every time you shoot. It also has a nitride finish, and it also has Weaver bases put on it, so I can mount any of a variety of optical sights. Now, right now, what you see on this gun is a scope sight on low bases that are adaptable to Weaver mounts. It also has a laser sight here. Okay, so you can see the laser perhaps. And this is a typical modern accommodation for AR rifles. Might be used for hog shooting, for example. And that's what this gun is, by the way. This gun is being worked up particularly for taking hogs. It is the most powerful black powder revolver ever done. All right. I've overcome the problem of the dropping loading lever. I've now put some decent sights on it. The load was always potent enough, and particularly if you use 777 powder in it. And I have it ported so I can shoot elongate bullets. So I'm throwing heavier bullets faster with more precision. Now that sounds like a game-killing combination to me, but it does come with some drawbacks. This is a heavy, awkward, cumbersome gun. Yeah! No, you aren't going to carry this around in the woods very long. You're going to take this up in your tree stand or your other stand, and you're going to wait for game to show up, brace it up, and shoot it. That's what this gun is designed to do. Now, if you were stalking, for example, here is a better combination. Now this uses a red dot sight. And this particular red dot sight sort of looks like a holographic sight, but it's not. It does have some advantages in that it offers you interchangeable reticles. Yeah. You can get a red dot, okay? You can also get an illuminated crosshairs. You can get a crosshairs in a circle. All with this one sight by dialing up the one you want. Now, it may well be that this particular sight I will ultimately put on my Walker pistol here. Yeah, that can happen. But in the meantime, it's on this Optima, this CVA Optima, and it'll be a good sight for that. However, if you are hunting close range hogs and all of a sudden the hog can be right there, there's nothing faster than iron sights. So this is an iron-sighted revolver. It is a Buffalo revolver, Cabela's, stainless steel, and it has a nitride finish on it. Now this is an excellent revolver, and I have killed game with it, both deer and hogs. But it is not as powerful as a Walker. Okay? Now while we were dealing with scopes and all sorts of things, this is a rifle I'm just ready to put up from turkey season. Now I adapted it to put a scope on it and had to modify the hammer so it would clear the scope. And while I was fooling with mounts and rings and stuff, I actually did a more elegant solution and put a slightly taller set of rings on it. These are medium base rings, so they're a little higher off the barrel and they provide more comfortable clearance for the hammer. So that was an improvement to this gun, and I'll clean it one more time, the third time, before I put it up for the season. Okay? Now there are other red dot sights. Like this is a more typical BSA sight, and this one is reputed to be waterproof and shockproof. Well, shockproof, pretty good actually. As a matter of fact, I dropped it off this table not too terribly long ago, and it did just fine. So, a good, neat, little, small, compact sight. Yeah. Also, appropriate for revolvers like this, if I don't want to carry around all of this stuff all the time. So these are some of your options. Now, sight bases come in all sorts of things. This is a see-through sight. Unfortunately, it is only useful for bayonet crossbows. See the little base here? Yeah. Nothing else. Okay. This is a sight for a scope or optical sight with a larger diameter tube. Well, okay. And if you want to use both iron sights and scope sights and have them both available, well, there are scope bases like this where you can actually see through, see under your scope and see your iron sights too, as well as have the scope available. Next up, we're actually going to make up some loads for this pistol and actually sight it in. But in the meantime, this gives you a practical demonstration of some of the optical options you have for putting on big game pistols. But now, this is Hovey Smith, reminding you to hunt what you eat and eat what you hunt. Be legal, be ethical, be safe, goodbye, God bless, and see you next time.
Among my prize-winning books are Extreme Muzzleloading, Backyard Deer Hunting, Crossbow Hunting, and Practical Bow Fishing, and these are available as softcover and e-books. I also have an 8-book e-book series on muzzleloading out for 2013-14, including forthcoming hunting with muzzleloading revolvers. The AIM red dot sight has dot, crosshair, starburst, and bullseye reticles, and these are adjustable for zeroing and intensity. Now, the cell mark laser sight can also be co-adjusted to correspond with a pistol scope. For info on my books, blogs, and more than 300 videos, go to my website, www.hoveysmith.com. Good hunting and good eating from the outdoors. Goodbye and God bless.